hoping I've got enough of this paint left. Doesn't feel very promising.
This wind is going to very on very quickly.
Yes. No. No. What the fresh hell have I done here? Why are you only 35? Huh. Okay. Yes, apparently I've managed to make one of these that's 36 by 36 and one that's 35 by 36. So that's a bit special. Slightly annoying that these two are about half a centimeter off. So I'm not sure how that happened, but probably because we didn't have very good easels. So a lot of my cuts were sort of being precariously held. So hopefully these new easels, which are absolutely giving Andy a mare, will help because they're at least adjustable on the top once we get them put together and can use them once we put them together.
Did a bit more measuring up for the bug hotel while Andy topped up the very late in the year potatoes with a bit of extra compost and just checked on my baby's sedums and plants. And then back to more cutting once we had the easels set up, which in fairness did take a very long time. And I feel really bad about putting Andy through that today.
This is the top. Let's put it this way here. Can I lift the board up and you take this wet box out of here?
Yes.
That was as much a question for me as you. Can I lift this board up?
You can. Unfortunately, I can't put it in the recycling because
I have a pattern. I'm not confident in my math now, which is super helpful. This is going to make great footage of me just being like not at all confident in what I've done.
well, future you will enjoy the editing challenge, or future you will just put in every bit of footage regardless of how much thinking there is.
You're a snarky little bitch some days.
Prove me wrong.
Snarky little bitch. The 60 centimeter pieces are what I want next. Let us start then. I'm gonna take, well, actually here, you take these two. Those are my 60s. And I'm gonna take these ones, and I'm hoping I can make this work with the big ones. Okay, so obviously I can't have this be a seamless line because it's already boxed and I've already cut it. So my hope is that the next row over from the box can just be the one nice long strong board. So these are gonna go here-ish. What I have to figure out is if I've cut the ones in between right. Okay, so and again, we're gonna work on the symmetry in a bit.
Yes, presumably just positioning for now.
Yeah, that's all we're doing. And then if I need to recut things or play, we'll work it out. Okay, so I've got a 20 that goes in the middle. Oh, actually, can you help me measure the middle? So I need it to be 178.1
Well, you need to come back this way because it's 185, 4, 3, 2, 1, 80, 9, 8. Wait, hang on. 178. This isn't locking very well. There we go.
That's right. Okay. So there we go. Just at least roughly marked my center point. Thank you. Okay, so you are now my center point. Not helpful. Apparently this part of the concrete is very uneven. Okay, and then my 35.6s, which I think are still on this pile. That's one. Hopefully I made more than one. I thought I did.
36.2.
35.6.
36.2.
Yes, I don't remember what the 35 ones are for.
35.5.
Yeah, close enough. Just bring all those over here.
Weird wobbly shape.
And then a 28. I always suggested just bringing them all over, which is why I said you should just bring them all
You mean
over.
all of the 28s and 29s?
Yeah. Might need those.
Over here rather than over there?
Yeah, I just
Some of
had...
them aren't even actually the right shape.
They should be. With all the usual caveats about anything right now. Okay. That's my 36.2s. Okay. Now this one needs to go just up against that. Okay. Now we find out how badly I did my math. Okay. So the idea was to have the 44s above my boxes. So can you just put one of those just on either side like this? And again, I'm gonna have to, these will have to be like probably pocket jigged in. I don't know another way to do it. It's fine, I have a pocket jig, I might as well use it. Okay, and then I'm hoping is that yeah, hopefully they'll all line up at the bottom. I don't know. Ow, shit. Oh, hey, this one's the one that's got the really sharp, sticky, outy terry bit. How helpful. There will be none of that.
And then the same again for the other side.
Yes, just so. Okay. And then the okay, so then I think I cut the 40s to go 3 of them in there. So I'm hoping I've got enough since I had to stop cutting those. Let's find out. So,
Yes, you've got one more 44. That was the accidental one, wasn't it?
well, no, I've got a few. I think I've got 4 extra 44s. So, 1, 2, oops, I cut this one again. So, okay, so the thing with we're starting from the center, working our way out. So start it flush to this one.
Yeah, okay.
Ow, god damn this thing. So the tricky bit here is that I need it to go. Yeah, the hard part about this is that I'm just trying to avoid them lining up with other ones where I'm going to have to screw in, because then it's just a big fucking pain in the ass. So, do I have any more 40s, or these are all 44? That's a 40. So take one more of those. One more of these. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. If it's one here at the bottom, kind of either side of this middle one. How skinny I can make them. I could make them skinny as a tile, I guess. Just really don't want to have to pocket jig everything, because it's so challenging. So I think if it goes, let's say, just inside. Yeah, okay. If it goes just inside the screws on that box, so that we can get, screw from right there, that should be okay. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Okay, so then this one can just kind of go like in the middle of that, and this one comes over. Okay, yeah, I think that'll work. It's not the ideal, but short of a better idea, I think it's what's got to happen. Okay, so you go there, you go there, and you go there, you go there. Good enough. You come here, you go there. Okay, so now if we take you and you, no, don't tip. Okay. So in this scenario, I only have to pocket jig the 4 around there.
Yeah, I'm wondering why you built the more boxes and then have the.
Yeah, it totally would have made more sense to just do it as one piece of wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can work with that answer.
What I had intended to do was to have it be middle, but I just couldn't quite. I mean, we could still do that. So like, all right, let me show you on this side. So if instead of having this one here, we just had that, you're out of here. And then basically mimicking the center, only I'd have to cut this one longer. Like that's the other way we could do it. And then I'm just trying to avoid having to use the pocket jig for everything, because it's already complicated enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the other option. And then I would just have to cut that one longer, because at least that way it's just easier to screw together.
Yeah, and it's adds a bit of visual interest, let's say.
Oh, you like that, do ya? The visual interest.
Every now and
then. So actually then what I think we should do is go back to the same way in the center. And that way at least we don't waste these ones that I've already cut. You're not even screwed in and you're tight. Geesh. So that it's basically doing that same pattern on both sides.
Yeah.
And then I just have to cut a longer one for there. You are not the right one.
Well, I mean, well,
Yeah.
gonna need more logs.
Two. Of course, we're getting more logs. We already knew that. Yeah. Yeah. This is my vision.
Oh yeah, and that's all the way out to the edges now.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is broadly the final vision.
Yes. With some tweaks and caveats, it's the easiest way to screw it together.
Yes. I think I'll tell you what, let's fall over. Sounds like fun. Yeah, so we compare with Tanya's initial design to have had an even set of rows up each side.
Well,
There we are. This 36 by 36 is this pre-screwed box, and then had some
There's
long...
30 or 40 different iterations already.
Yes, but what we've just talked about was sort of offsetting these supports at the bottom of the box so that it's possible to screw it in. And we've got a sort of more don't know how you describe that sort of pattern.
It's probably a name for it. It feels very William Morris-esque, probably.
I'll take your word for it. And then that's the one in the middle, which
Tiles. For tiles. Yes. So the other option that we have is to just put another long one on the bottom and then do another row over there between the screws and then just lift it all into place, but it'll be hella heavy. What I would suggest is that we try to put it together in some logical, well, we'll see how logical bits.
Is there not another row that's going on top of that before we put that in?
No, that's the whole point, is that this from here is supposed to just be the bottom of that. But if it means completely having to redo this, which I actually quite like, it might make sense to just put a board on the bottom, do another quick row there, and then put this on top of that.
Right, it's not finished yet because it's 8 o'clock and like the neighbours will throttle us at some point. But also the mosquitoes are out in force. But it's yeah, this is.
It has many bug-like properties.
There's definitely more wall-like properties. Yes, we got sidetracked because we forgot about the chicken wire we needed, which still needs an extra layer and perhaps securing in the back. But again, problem for tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, what we could do, if you want to go and grab one of the 44s that goes here, see if they'll slot in. I mean, not put it in, just see width-wise if we got it right.
While
I continue monologue. I've got stuff to fill.
Okay, you fill it, baby.
Yes,
you fill
like I say. So we haven't secured the bottoms on the outer edges. Like the middle is secure. Needed to be straightened. We only remembered that spirit levels existed after we started madly drilling stuff in. But yeah, looking pretty good, I think. So yes, if it's not raining tomorrow, then there's securing a bunch more screws and actually filling that one up. Right, and testing this board over here. If everything's gone right,
no, it's quite big. No, that's all right. We'll have to just.
Well, okay. Is it as bad on the other side?
Well, it should be symmetrical. But again, I had to make a 6
Yeah.
centimeter adjustment in the middle to avoid the screws. So I knew it was going to be off. I just didn't know where it was going to be off. And at least I'd rather have it off on the ends than anywhere else. So,
Yeah, I mean, like you said, possibly on camera, then we can, you know, since that's the one that's got the most flex, we'll just cut some new boards next time we cut. And
easy peasy. And then the idea is we'll just lay this one over here that we've already got cut across the top. Don't move it around too much. It makes me dizzy. But we'll lay one across the top, and then as the roof is sloping, we'll just use some of these kind of offcuts we got to make the more odd shaped ones to cover the roof. And then for the very,
we've got space to put just another row of
yeah, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll put another row like this of the relatively small ones, and then when we get to the very top, we'll put some plant trays on the top, and I've got some roofing stuff, and that's where all the sedum will go.
Indeed.
So it will rain tomorrow. We know it will rain tomorrow, but we're hoping we can at least get enough windows to get some of this stuff up, and then we will actually fill a few, and then I guess we'll do some inside house stuff too. I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. We gotta go.
Yep. What she said.